All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a great Friday. We get ready to chop it up about some Yeek stuff, some ATL stuff. Man, y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let me get a couple things in order over here. Let's see here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and we are just waiting on a couple of more people to get in, so we can get some great conversation going. And we got some videos to show. We got looking for ADogg to come in and a couple other guys. You know, I have with me Mr. Anthony Francis. That's right, Mr. Fresh Dance Crew himself. What's up,
everybody
brother?
doing out there? Hey man, I'm just chilling, man. Ready to get this thing started. Hey, talk about some Yeek stuff.
As you can see, I have some wonderful videos to show. What's your definition of funk, Ant?
My definition of funk, that bass music, man. That music that make you get down and dirty. You know, that's my definition of funk.
I can dig it.
If I was older, like around the 70s, my definition might be a little different.
Oh, I see Mr. ADogg checking in.
ADogg's in the house.
See, man, I see you muted, and this picture is of you with such a clean haircut.
The hairline is on point.
It is well manicured. Hey, dog. Hey,
yeah.
What's up with you, man?
Man just got off the phone with the dude I'm battling, and we was just getting our rules situated and all that. So I want to make sure he comfortable with this. Excuse my French, but what he gonna take? I don't want no excuses. So he gave me a call through the vault, and we was just talking about the rules and all that.
That's what's up, man.
What rules he had. So
cool. Well,
other than that, man, he's chilling.
That's what's up. So for you who have been under a brick, under the ocean on another planet, there is a battle going on. You know, this is part of this broadcast is to share everything that's going on in the Yeek culture right now. You know, we got this Tickers against the Yeekers battle thing. You know, it's gonna be real interesting. We're looking for some of the Tickers. And what's a ticker, you might ask? What is a ticker? That is a great question. And today, I hope that we get a ATL ticker on the line who can explain to us what an ATL ticker is. I'm not going to venture out and try to say I know what it is. No, Charlie Murphy. But I can tell you what a Yeeker is. I can tell you that now.
Absolutely.
That's right. A Yeeker is a dancer from the Yeek culture, and our culture started around 1984, and a big part of that is related to this young man with this gold microphone. Don't drop it, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah,
Mr. Ant Francis, the Fresh Dance Crew. We consider FDC one of the first pure Yeek groups. Everything was built off of what they did, their structure. We just pillaged these niggas. I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. We just went in their cabinet, man. Let me get that. What about this right here? Yeah, I'm gonna take that and put something on it. That's what a lot of us did. But I tell you, groups like Guess, man, they went a complete different direction. They created a whole swag for themselves, and that's a phenomenon by itself, if you ask me. Like, you came out and seen these boys tearing up stuff, and then y'all don't even dance like them. That's crazy, ADogg. Ain't that crazy? They don't dance nothing like them.
Yeah.
And,
Nope.
and we have the illustrious ADogg from, some would say TCP, some would say 112. I'm going to say the crowd pleasing. They can come sue me or whatever they need to do on that. I'm going to tell you what I heard when I was a young man. He was pleasing the crowd, and there was a group pleasing the crowd. And they were these are founding groups who all of us just, we saw it. And it's like, oh, you can dance without leotards? You can dance and not look like Rewolf and Fame? What the hell? Oh my goodness. Let's do that. Let's do that right there, man. You know. So this is ADogg. He is one part of TCP, and they have toured around the world as the Outcast dancers. ADogg doing all kinds of stuff. He be in movies, you know, choreographing and just he keep his hands in some. Right now he got his hands in a nice little battle. And you know, it's bad when you don't pay attention to your surroundings. You don't know who you face you in, and you know, it's levels to this, ain't it? It's some levels to this.
Yeah, man.
Man, get educated.
You know, I've been trying. Folks try to talk me down off the ledge. A few people have, you know, and ask, you know, but why you even doing this? You don't need to do this. Yeah, you being one of them, Kelvin. Like, you don't need that. He don't get the, you know, he don't even get the right to battle you. Like I told you and others, sometimes you just have to let people know. You know, you have to let them know who you are, because if they don't know, sometimes you just have to let them know. You know, and then when you come from, but like we battled all the time. That's what we did. We, you know, battling is installed in us. So, you know, I also feel like, okay, well, I need to, you know, I get a chance to sharpen my sword. I ain't stuck a nigga in a minute. It's been a minute since I stuck me a nigga. So, I also get a chance, you know, I get to stick me a nigga, you know. So, yeah.
Definitely stick this little motherfucker right here.
yeah. Put it on and stick yourself. So,
and you know, I had to.
That's what I'm doing with it.
But you know, guess what?
Not to mention a little piece of money. You know, there's a little piece of money involved. So,
hey,
you know,
there is even bigger than the money. There is a bigger reason why you should battle him that I did not want to pay attention to. We have this moniker. Okay. We got this phrase. The phrase say, "If you want some, come get some."
Come.
You would be violating Yeek law if you didn't battle him.
Yeah, I can't. You're absolutely right.
So I stand corrected again.
I mean, so
like to.
Okay, I got your logic, and I even considered your logic because you did make sense. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a respect thing too, bigger than just respecting me, respecting you, because you know, I'm representing. You know, I represent us at the end of the day. Yeah. So you know. What better way to let a nigga know to watch his mouth and think before he speak?
I'm telling
me. Why not that be me to give that lesson? You know, you know, I can't lose. It's not, you know, it ain't even the money thing. I can't lose. I couldn't even show my face no more. Like I have to move out of town or something. Like, so it's bigger for me. Yeah, I can't lose to him, and I'm not knocking him. But you know, when people say the man's name, like. Like when I say I'm battling Timothy McGregor, who? You know,
McGregor,
right? Yeah, like who is that? I'm like, he'll dance. I'm like, I don't know too much about it.
That's Timothy McGee.
But he told me to know.
I think it's McGee.
He told us tonight he was with a group that you remember. I don't know if you remember, Kevin. You remember Rolo? Used to be a manager.
I remember that name. I remember that name like yesterday.
So Rolo managed that group. And he said he used to be a lot of places I was at. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, I learned some stuff about him tonight, you know, and he kind of explained to me why he wants to battle me. He said I disrespect him when I'm on the mic. I don't recall doing that, but okay. I said, well, you do know I'm an MC, right? And I report what I see. I said, if you give me something to talk about, that's what I talk about. Now, if you don't give me nothing to talk about, I don't say that. So clearly you did something for me to talk about.
Well, you know, your mouth could be something really rough to deal with.
Absolutely.
And some of these, yeah, I mean, like, that's what happens when you got these errors. When you got these errors, like I'm listening and I've communicated with a lot of guys from different eras, and they don't understand that there was something going on before them. Like, a lot of these guys, like, why we gotta battle? Why we gotta do this? Oh, Lord Jesus, why we gotta battle? It's like, man, this is what it is. And I try to explain. I try to put it in a real world situation. Here's a real world situation. Yeeking came out when hip hop was a baby. When they were saying that hip hop wasn't gonna last but 2 or 3 years. You remember they thought hip hop was gonna die and go away. It was some fad. These black kids are acting crazy, dancing to these jungle beats, and it's gonna be over with soon, little silly May. Nah, it didn't happen like that. What actually happened, we created a dance style out of a new genre of music. So we were alive when new music came out that we had never heard before. And Yeek is the southern phenomenon of what the youth did with something they never ever heard of. You know, never heard these beats before. You were listening to your mama Marvin Gaye and Lakeside. Man, when these big old beats started coming out and people were skating and people were dancing, and those beats, you know, the beat make you do what the beat make you do. People say music don't affect us. Boy, stop. Music really does affect us, and our era is an era where we have created a style, and in that style it created a culture, and that culture, we watched everything going on in New York. We watched Beat Street, we watched breaking. And I told somebody today, I was talking to Lewis Hill today, I said, man, what were they doing on Beat Street and breaking when we were breaking our neck to get to the movies and see them? They were battling. What are they doing on TV right now on all these shows? They are battling. What are they doing in these championship games, football and man, everything's a battle. Filling out a job application is a battle. My question is, why does it hurt so bad that we battle? Because the newer generation is not as rugged as we were. They came up, you know, black people make more money now. There were more of us that were poor back then than there is now. So y'all been living comfortable. You know, some of y'all, I'm going to say it, still on the titty. Even if it ain't your mama's, things need to be soft for you or you're going to be disturbed and want to cry. And we're dealing with a whole era, a whole generation of that type of thing. So just to keep it short, battling is what we are, is what some of us are. It was what kicked my butt in the gear, because niggas wouldn't let us dance. You couldn't just come to the dance floor and do your routine. The routine you and your homies did in the backyard. Come on the dance floor and do that routine if you want to. You gonna pay. You gonna pay to get on this floor. So that atmosphere, guys did not, you know, our newer generation has not been exposed to. Straight up. But how about say that again, ADogg?
I said that was profoundly said.
Well, while we wait, ADogg, I got some gifts. Would you mind looking at some For You to Envy with me? How about a little For You to Envy? Okay. How about this, ADogg? I need to share this screen with you. I know y'all can't see nothing. I think y'all in the studio with me. It's a shame. It's a shame I did that to my people. Let me share this with you.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Look at Pat hair. Look at Lightfoot curl. Here's the infamous solo.
Hey, man. Well, all right.
Man, that was a long routine.
Look, I'm over here sweating, but it made me mad.
Man. Yeah. I got an echo. Let's see if I got I got an echo.
You got one?
One, two. Yep. So for people here on the panel, you may need another computer to actually watch what's going on smooth.
I don't know what that is. I'll try to find it.
So that was for you to envy. For you to envy. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Pull this down. One.
Let me fix this.
One, two. Good luck with that. So what's again, welcome to the pulse of the Yeek culture. We're popping in Yeekville with me, Shindo from 911, Anthony Francis from FCC, and ADogg from the crowd seasons, who was talking family. And we had got scared. I hope you hear me, man. I hope you hear me. So what do we have up there? What we have in the Yeek culture? We have and we got what's up? What's up, bro? How you doing? You may you didn't know what's going on. Let's see. One, two. Yep. That was me. The echo is gone. All right. And just in case anyone else wants to sign in and join us, make sure your phones or devices are muted, and you need a different device to enjoy any of the videos that are going on. Let's see here. Here's my other problem. That's my problem. It wasn't Larry Blue. It was me. Me. Larry Blue, my apologies.
So you was getting on me, huh? I can't even hear you, man.
Good. I'm like, why do I hear myself? What's going on here? There's always something technical going on when I just want to chill. So how things going with you, Mr. Blue? We don't have any video from you.
Oh man, everything going good, bro.
That's what's up.
I'm not too technically inclined here. I'm working on it.
Okay. Well, just for your information, you should have a video camera, something that looks like a camera, like a movie camera.
Oh wow, we about to go ahead and start joning? I'm ready for it now.
No, you ain't ready for that. Don't do that. don't do that. I got me some whiskey right here, man. Don't start joning.
They say don't do that, bro.
Don't do that. But look, so we got the ATL Tickers.
Okay, good.
And we got the ATL Yeekers and this battle that's going on. People are hitting me up, talking about save me some tickets. So it's getting some traction out here.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's getting some traction. So who you got? Who you got your money on, Blue? Who gonna win this battle?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the winners out of this whole thing. Well, I found a camera too. I think I'm good. There we go.
All right, welcome.
Yeah. All right, man. At the end of the day, man, for me, I think the winners are going to be the Tickers, and I'll tell you why. And I'll say the winners, when I say as far as the dancing style, I'm not talking about the dancing style. It has nothing to do with that. But as far as notoriety, they're being noticed now because they weren't being noticed. Nobody cared. And so now they're being noticed. and they're gonna, for a moment, they're gonna be on the same platform as the Yeeking community for a moment.
Wow.
And so that's how I feel about it. You know.
You think that spells out as a win, though, Larry? You think that's a win?
For them, yes.
I get it. Even if they don't win the actual contest, they have won.
They have won.
Okay.
Yes. They're getting all this notoriety. Think about it, man. You know, I mean, I've been in the club where you have people coming doing a quote-unquote ATL ticket and all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice little hood dance. You know, you do your thing, you got a rag top, get out. It's fun. It's good fun. But in terms of true dancing, Atlanta-style dancing, Yeekville is it to me. You know what I'm saying? That is it. That's my opinion. And don't get me wrong, because the ticking, the little stuff they do, it's good fun. It's good fun. Don't get me wrong, it's really good fun. But in terms of battling, what is the battle?
Well, the battle is who's going to be better than the person in front of them. That's the battle. That's the battle. But I get what you're saying. I get what you got, Mr. Francis. Who you got your money on, man?
Man, can you hear me?
Yep, got you.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man, because I don't know all the people that are involved, but I'm ready to see some battles, man. You know, because you know, back in the day, we didn't battle like y'all guys battle. You know, y'all see each other at the model station, and y'all going at us.
And it's on. Then them niggas go right there. Then they go right there.
See, what we did when we was at Jelly Bean, we had a lot of people that wanted to come challenge us. You know, but as far as battling like y'all were battling, we didn't battle like that. But we was ready though.
I can dig it.
We was ready.
But you bring up a good point. That point being, who's actually battling on the Yeeker side? I'm not aware. I'm not aware of who's battling on the Yeeker side. My concern, or something that I ponder over, is ATL is going to have an affection for the Yeekers. That I know. ATL knows that this belongs to them. This is our stuff. But guess what? When they see the Tickers, and they see the Tickers doing their rendition of Poppin and Ticking, and somebody's gonna hope somebody comes on and clarifies this ATL ticking style and kind of educate us on what it is and how it came to be. But nonetheless, I believe when a person from Atlanta sees the ATL Tickers, they see something that they identify with Atlanta. They're like, that's Atlanta. If they see Tear It Up Squad, they're going to say, that's Atlanta. They see some of these other cats out here, they're going to say, that's Atlanta. So, right, wrong, or indifferent, it's going to be interesting to see at least the crowd response to, or even the crowd being able to see the difference between ticking and yeeking and what they roll with. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be super interesting to me. So I don't know, you know, how the show is going to be. If we look at the 5 battles or the 4 battles, who we got? We have ADogg and Timothy McGee. We got Gary and Starsky. Hey man, that's going to be something to see. Not that the other ones are not. Well, ADogg's, a lot of the pundits say it's going to be a massacre. So
ADogg's going to kill him.
They saying ADogg going to kill him. You know, I'm trying to remain objective. Trying to do my job.
ADogg going to kill him.
But Starsky and Gary is a very interesting matchup because Starsky, he's been in the ticking game for some time, and it's gonna be interesting. Gary, man, Gary is an encyclopedia of dance routines.
Yes, sir.
Gary know 500 routines.
Right.
Now the thing Gary gonna have to do is turn that stuff into something that looks like a battle, and make sure that it don't look like you out there doing a routine. To me, that's what Gary needs to do. Starsky, in my opinion, Starsky gonna have to come out the bag with something ain't nobody ever seen. if he comes with what he's been doing, and we see some of his weapons that he likes to use. We know he does the Liu Kang split and punch in the balls, and some of that stuff. Those are his specialty moves. So is he gonna prepare? Is he gonna prepare to show something that got you dying laughing at? Is he gonna prepare?
Hold on, what's the Liu Kang?
He does a split and punch in the balls like Liu Kang. Liu Cage, ain't it?
Yeah.
Why you laughing, Ed? You never seen it?
Oh, he hasn't seen it yet.
Look, man, bro. I gotta look at that fly again, so I can look at that date. Cause I gotta request that day off. I got to come to this,
man.
Yeah, I got to come to it.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, man, I'm not taking. I mean, I'm not saying they don't groove or they don't jam a little bit, but the comparison is just two different things in terms of styles of dance. Now, I will say the Gary and Starsky battle will be interesting because they were going back and forth on the ticking page. Starsky got disrespectful, very disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. To the point he called Gary a little boy. And told Gary on a scale of 1 to 10, I give you a 4. And I'm like, ooh, that's very disrespectful. And the conversation went south against a big. You make a statement to a very seasoned dancer.
I'm sorry. Let me just say this. If we turned on an MMA fight, they have all of the pre-fight stuff. This is written in the contract. They got to sell the fight. So some people are very, very sensitive to the things that are going across the airways. Like, what the hell? Why they got to do it like this? Well, I'm just saying, they selling the fight, and sometimes stuff. Stuff gets a little hairy, but how about this? How about the $2,000? Oh
man, come on, man.
What do you think about the $2,000, Larry? What's up with $2,000?
That wasn't even called for. And come on, man, ain't nobody about putting no $2,000 up, man. Do this stuff, man. Come on, come on, man.
It's
let them know somebody go.
My spider sense started to tingle. I was like, $2,000? You don't want to battle. You don't want to battle. Yeah. You've put a number up there that you think Gary ain't going to come and get. I don't know Gary finances, but if I wanted to get out of that battle, I'd say $5,000. I'm a battle with $10,000. So the next guy would be like, that bet is off. That's too much. So Starsky, why does it have to be $2,000? Why is it so much about these stacks? Why we can't just, $500, man, for a couple of minutes, man? That's a nice paycheck.
Well, his boy even said to him, which is Reed Richards, man, who's actually one of their OGs in their game. He told Starsky, man, he was wrong for that. He told him, hey, man, you wrong for that. To try to call his man out betting the money. If you're gonna do it, just do it. If you're gonna battle him, just battle.
Wow. Okay.
And and of course, they're part of that group. Their rendition of the Untouchables. And they're ticking. Anthony, I don't know if you know about that too, Anthony. They had an Untouchables in the ticking group.
Yeah, that's I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole, but because I know Chris. Yeah. If I could just dial Christopher Chapman in one time, that's so I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to get none. Don't get nothing on you. I don't want to get none of that on me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So here's another matchup. So we got Alonzo and Nate Dotson. What does Alonzo have to do, Larry? Larry, what does Alonzo have to do to win?
And Alonzo's going to get the crowd. He always gets the crowd. If you ever notice, if you look at any of his performances, he gets the crowd. Now, the question is, what are the rules of their battle? Is Alonzo allowed to yeek? If he's not allowed to yeek, it may be a little different because he will start off ticking and popping and then going to yeek.
Yeah, that's you bring up an interesting point, and there has been some back and forth about, the tickers, only being able to tick and the Yeekers only being able to yeek, I'll say two things on this. It says tickers against Yeekers. These are styles. Mm-hmm. These are styles. So if it's going to be ticking against yeeking, the namesake says that one side is going to do this, the other side is going to do that. Now, the Yeekers tick. They don't tick like the ATL Tickers. But, you know, good Yeekers know how to tick, and they add that to their repertoire. When I hear the ATL Tickers talk about ticking, all I see is somebody do. I see, you know, they up rock, you know, them popping until they get ready to do, and that's different from what the Yeekers do. But if it's gonna make sense, you have to get on a side and choose a side. And if it's gonna be ticking against yeeking, let it be ticking against yeeking.
Right.
Yeah. I've actually never really seen Alonzo tick. I've seen him do more yeeking than ticking. Just me personally, you know, looking at stuff online and stuff like that. I've seen him do more yeeking than ticking. So it's gonna be there. Like I said, I will be there. It's gonna be very, 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 very interesting.
Oh yeah.
To see what's gonna happen.
Well, you know, Alonzo's uncle is Lewis Hill. You know, this is Mr. 14K. You know, Lewis Hill is a monster. He is a monster.
That's Lewis now.
Yeah.
That's Lewis.
I mean, but check me out. Get me on this. If it's me, then I'm going to go and get with my aunt and put my stuff together. If it's me. But dang, he can't do that because his aunt ain't no ticker.
Yeah, they're right. You can't do that.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what it's gonna blow up. You hit the nail on the head when you said that. Though it's gonna what the rules are gonna be. You know, if it's gonna be yeeking against ticking, then the tickers can't yeek and the yeekers can't tick.
Yeah. At least they can't ATL tick.
Right, ATL. Well, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is some other type of ticking, but
it's a difference.
I don't know the difference.
It's a difference. It's a difference. They don't tick like that. They don't tick like that. So that's gonna be different now. So you look at Nate. What does Nate have to do to come away with the victory from Alonzo? What does Nate have to do to win against Alonzo?
Don't do the same thing twice.
I'm not familiar with Nate doing the same thing twice. I never noticed repetitious.
Me personally, you know, I don't have anything against Nate or not, but I just know some of his dances that I've seen him do. He do the same thing over and over again.
Well, you know,
he's going to have to come out with some gunfire.
Well, I'll say it like this: Nate, not like Gary. You know how many routines Nate know? Nate been teaching the Bomb Squad for 20 years.
Nate goes back to Cool Cow days.
Yeah. Nate got a library and a half, man. So
you got to go in there and pull them books off the shelf.
But I will tell you, Nate does have a good following too.
I'm slow.
Supporters come to the event.
Say that again, Larry.
Nate has a really good following.
Yeah.
In terms of the younger generation and also to another generation. So
I'm taking it out, man. Don't get me wrong.
So he's gonna have a lot of support
for Nate.
You know, all that alumni is coming to support him. All the ones he's training is coming to support him. It's gonna be live in there for Nate when he performs.
Well.
Yeah, and I've only seen Nate dance a couple times, so I'm a little ignorant to to what all Nate can do. I don't know.
I know for a fact he got a library. He is he's been watching the game longer than he even been in the game. So
man, I can't.
Lonzo, I think, has the charisma factor. He has the likable factor because I call him a happy dancer. He is always happy about what he's doing, but he's going to have to get serious about his dance moves because he's coming up against Nate, man. That is not going to be no walk in the park.
Now check this out. How are they going to judge? Is it going to be the crowd, or it's going to be a panel of judges?
Well, that's a great question. ADogg was still on. Maybe he'll come back. I think everything is still in production. Everything is still in production. So, how do you get to judging? You know, I would be interested in like this 3-tier judging situation. Like you get a third of the votes from the crowd, just a third. Then you get a third from an OG panel. And then you get a third from a fans panel. People who've been in the game, who've been watching us dance for a long time. And that's three, and there are a lot, look, that's mostly girls. There are girls who've been following this Yeek thing, man, let me tell you why. They know what the hell they talking about.
Right.
They know what they're talking about, so that would be a great way to, in my opinion, to judge it. That way the crowd, you know, the crowd is not necessarily a smart crowd. Like if and I always use MMA, 8 of us could log on to see an MMA fight and not understand half of what's going on because we're not in martial arts.
Right.
You know, so the crowd is going to give you the entertainment factor. But these other 2 elements are going to give you a knowledgeable factor. You know, people who OGs know. The OG panel going to know, and the fans panel is going to know because they've been watching for a long time. So I think that's a good way to judge it. And that way you can't cry after this.
Right.
You can't cry.
Yeah.
You can't cry. I'm sorry. Bless your heart. Don't do it. No. Just put it right here. I'm so sorry. He yeeked you. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Just go get in the bathtub. Get you some Epsom salt.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Who else is on the? We can't forget about Duval and Short.
Did we skip somebody before we go to them? Because I think they're like the final.
They're the final. Let's see. We had ADogg and Timothy. We got Starsky and Gary. And we just talked about who?
Nate and
Alonzo. And we got Short and Duval.
So it's 4.
I think it's just 4.
5.
You know, they had Kay battling Mike Watson, which would have been something to see. Yeah. But I think these guys had a problem being in the undercard to Duval and Short. You know, you got Kay and Duval, and I'm sure a lot of people would, you know, Kay's legacy and reputation stands for what it stands for. Mike Watson been all over the world ticking. So you putting guys with a huge resume under some guys who don't have that same type of resume, and that's just being fair. You know, some people ain't gonna like that I said it. You know, my whole life as a Yeeker is somebody not liking what Kelvin said. So it's beautiful. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
So these guys not gonna come and be on a card under Duval and Short. But nonetheless, what does Duval need to do to get the win from Short?
Man, this is what I was told not too long ago, a few weeks ago, is that I guess they sat down and talked about some of the rules, and that Short was told he can do whatever he wanted to do. Yeah, so therefore meaning that Short can tick, yeek, do whatever you want to do. If this is supposedly a dance battle. Now, I may be wrong, but that's what I was told a few weeks ago. If you're going to let Short do whatever he wants to do, that is a straight up problem.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't have a law, if we don't have order and consistency across the board, it doesn't get respect, and it causes chaos. So you're gonna have everybody else who battling. Why I couldn't do some yeeking, and now we got a situation where this ain't yeeking versus ticking. It's just me versus you. You know.
Right.
Well, I hope that I hope they work it out.
If I'm Duval, this is me. If I'm Duval, and even in my prime, and I am about to battle Short, I'm not going to let him do other stuff. I'm going to limit him on what he's able to do. I'm just being honest.
How you gonna limit him? How you gonna limit this brother? What kind of dance routine?
What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna let him yeek. I'm not gonna allow him to yeek too and tick.
oh, you saying if you were in production and over the rules?
I'm not gonna allow him to yeek and tick when I'm also known to just pretty much yeek. There's no way.
Yeah, just like you talking about the UFC, that's just like somebody not making weight.
Yeah,
and they coming in with all that weight.
Yeah, you gotta make the weight, man. I'm sorry.
Man, no, there's no way.
Well, I tell you what, Duvall and Short is such a good matchup because they have identical energy to me. They got super energy. I mean, these dudes, like, they be on turbo. They be like, cocaine is a hell of a drug, nigga. They be gone. They be wide open, straight up, man.
Right.
If you dancing beside them too, man, you really got to turn it on or go sit down.
Yeah.
Now, creativity. I've never seen Duvall in a battle, except for, I'm finna go back. Duvall battled Carlos Kemp 9mm at the Silver Fox, and wow, I'll have to look at it again. I forgot. I saw Duvall battle him doing a routine, but I never saw Carlos's response. So so I just don't have any information about how good Duvall is in a battle. He is great in a routine. He danced circles around his crew. I'm not sure how much they love that, but he got more than enough gasoline in his tank. The question is, can you deal with the creativity of Short?
Yeah.
Short be thinking. And so Short is a thinker. And Duvall, in my opinion, he's an emotional guy. So it's emotional for him. And I just wonder, if I know Duvall, he's going to do something he never done for this. He ain't anxious to be losing. So I'll put it like this. Duvall is going to have to show the Yeek culture his creativity. He's going to have to show something that we've never seen in him. I don't think Short has the burden of doing that. I've seen Short do 20 spins and skate out of a pavilion and in the grass and back over in the pavilion. I've seen him jump off stages, yeek folk, and jump back on the stage. Short is a real battler. He will battle.
And not get dizzy. 20 spins and not get dizzy.
So I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be very interesting. Well, I tell you what, let's go back to the Silver Fox, and I want to show y'all Terion and Just Us at the Silver Fox. Well, you got one of the few female Yeek groups. Just Us, led by Terion, the female from Yes. You said which one, Terion? Yeah. I think that's her in the front with her arms up, with both arms up. Yeah. Silver Fox. Yeah, 4 minute minute. Yeah. That's bro. What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up?
Dave's trying to get on. He said he can't see. He got audio, but he can't get video.
Let me send him something.
Why do you send that same link?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Dave, hang on, send your link right now. Alright.
That's a Rion right there, boy. What's up? What's up? Head slaps. He ran. Everybody right.
That was like the NBA championship right there, boy. Everybody just ran out there on the floor.
Man, so we had girls. We had girls who could do this thing, man. You know, girls who could do this. Super Dave, I see you, man. What's going on, bro, Ham?
You can't sneak in, bro. You can't sneak in.
You can run on in there.
Sneak up in here, man. Are you here representing the 14K side of these things? Is that what you're doing, Mr. Super Dave? Is that what's going on here? 14K.
Yeah. I really wasn't, but you know, when your best friend ain't Lewis Hill, you really don't have no choice.
Come on now, Dave. I need you to do this, Dave. Now, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. So what you got, man? What you got on this battle, man? How do you see this thing? This ATL Tickers versus the Yeekers. What you got, man? Holler at me. How you feel about this hip thing?
I think if they get the format together, I think it'll be real interesting. You know, like a lot of people, you know, and Lou hate when I say this, but I really never left the game. You know what I'm saying? So when the game transitioned from yeeking to ticking, I saw all of that. You know, and I know the way they get down, and I looked at the format, and it kind of putting them in an uncomfortable position. You know, they used to the bull ring. You know, they used to Sunday night at Jelly Bean. That's what they used to.
They used to Sunday night at Jelly Bean?
They used to Sunday night at Jelly Bean.
That's a bold statement. That's a bold claim right there.
No, I'm just saying with the circle. You know, you circle up, hey, let's go. You know.
Well,
I don't think they really want to do the production part of it.
Yeah, I've been hearing that they're not interested in the production part. For me, like, the Tickers challenged the Yeekers. The Yeekers did not challenge the Tickers. The Tickers challenged the Yeekers. The Tickers were on this awesome high. Some reason, so Nate has a birthday party.
Right, I was there.
Nate has a birthday party. Things happened at this party. It looked like a Yeeker won the contest. If I'm correct, a Yeeker won the contest. So, but
I would say a morning dance style won the contest.
Morning dance? I don't even know what that is, man. Was he not a Yeeker? Was he not Yeeking? I wasn't there. I thought I seen a little bit of it. It looked like he was a Yeeker, like maybe a Bomb Squad prank Yeeker.
He was a versatile, you know. He's versatile.
Well, I didn't know. You would think that I was under the impression that maybe some Tickers won the contest, because when I was on the Tick page, I was I saw all of the admiration and, you know, hey, the Tickers is getting down. The Tickers. I was like, okay, but then it got strong. It was like, ain't nothing relevant but the Tickers. You know, Yeek is irrelevant, and that's where things changed. I personally had to get in on this conversation. You know, I'm like, I wanted to make sure that the gentleman, that he was sure about what he was saying. You said yeeking is irrelevant? Yeah, yeeking is irrelevant. I was like, so you saying you want some? Look at me, I'm clutching my pearls. I'm still clutching. You want some? Am I getting ready to be lucky? And we finally finna put some fire in this culture? And he was like, yeah, man. He said it with his chest. Yeah, we want some. Well, if I told him, I said, do you know what that means? Like you saying you want to battle the Yeekers. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm thinking about Kool-Aid and Obsession. I'm thinking about Guess. I'm thinking about 911. I'm thinking about 14K. I'm thinking about Untouchables. I'm thinking about FDC. I'm thinking about all these guys that are still walking around here who can give you the business. And I'm like, are you sure? Does that complete your order? 1 FDC, 2 911s, a 14K, and an Untouchable. Does that complete your order?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, that's right. We want some. I got happy. So I posted an idea. The idea was, and this is my thinking, any energy that I see on these Yeek pages, I want to convert it into something positive for our culture. We don't have no shows going on. You know, you don't. The only thing we had going on was Magnolia Lounge, and that ain't no show. So it's like, well, maybe we could use this to get things to breathe a little life into our situation. You know? But long story short, it's like, y'all asked to battle the Yeekers. You know, that comes with, we dance as a group and we dance as solo artists too. We dance in a circle and we dance on stages. We've been all over the world yeeking. Just for the resume of Yeekers, we got Divine Stevens, who spent the whole 90s putting pieces of Yeek out in hip-hop. This is an accomplishment not just for Divine Stevens. This is an accomplishment of the Yeek culture, that we got something hot enough that it could even be accepted in hip-hop. On top of that, you got the crowd pleasers going all over the world with Outkast. You know, Akman becomes this big old choreographer, and he goes out. Divine becomes a millionaire. You know, 911 goes to the Apollo. You know, 14K Jack the Rapper, and so there's a resume.
You forgot about the Untouchables 2 with Escape.
Untouchables 2 with Escape. Yeah.
And they dance with TLC too, right?
I'm not sure. You got anything on that, Dave?
Nah, they didn't do TLC.
Oh, okay.
So,
you know what? Carlos did. Carlos, and somebody did.
That was Escape.
A video on it.
That was Escape.
Yeah, that
sure.
But the video just was a video shoot with what they did with that Touch Your Body with Chris.
Yeah, that was with what's her name? T-Boz.
T-Boz.
So they did the video with did the video with her. Chris Chapman does he actually worked with Divine out in the industry, and
yeah, he did Lady Gaga.
Wow, interesting. And even with that, you know, he ends up doing Kilo's show me video.
Yeah,
that was like super hot. That was a bad video.
That was mean.
So
he did the award show with Puff Daddy.
Yeah. So this is a Yeek resume that we're talking about here. Now, when you talk about battling Yeekers, and we go to the ATL Ticker side of this conversation, you know, where is the national accomplishment? What has that style done? You know, to leave outside of the circle that these guys love to dance in. Now, I seen them in the Super Bowl. I seen Tear It Up Squad in the Super Bowl.
Mike Watson.
Yeah, Mike Watson is his own phenomenon. You know, this guy, he's Mike Watson. You know what I'm saying? This guy is traveling on his own accord. I don't even know if he even calls himself an ATL Ticker. You know, maybe not. I don't know. But this guy has a solo deal. You know, he's battled. I've watched him on YouTube. He has hurt some people's feelings.
Yeah, the old Mike Watson was the truth, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's why, and that's to kind of piggyback off what you were saying as far as what have the Tickers done. And I told Reed Richards, you know, he and I was going back and forth on the Tick page. I said, now look, it's no disrespect at all. I said, but if you think about it, at the end of the day, ticking is a nice thing we do around here. People see it, we can kind of relate to it. I said, but you guys talk about the circle. It goes no further than that circle. It goes no further than the front of the parking lot at Golden Corral. It doesn't go anywhere past that at all. And it is what it is. Yeah. And his response was like, well, man, y'all Yeekers are delirious that, you know, y'all like y'all done been somewhere, y'all did something. He said, man, I want to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered as dancing behind a bunch of niggas. Well, hold on, man. First you're saying we haven't done nothing. Then we tell you we done something. Then you move the goalpost again and say, well, no, you did it, but you did here. But the thing I'm trying to tell them is that we've done so much more than what you guys have done. And that's something they just will not concede to. They won't admit it. To them, the sky is not blue. It doesn't matter what you say. The sky is not blue. They don't believe it. It's not blue.
Wow. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what the rules are and how their concerns are met. You know, I personally feel like if you are Floyd Mayweather and you decide that you want to fight John Bones Jones in the MMA, for all of you who follow MMA, if you ask to fight this man, you know he gonna kick you in your head. All you do is box.
Yeah, right.
You don't know no jiu-jitsu, you don't know no Muay Thai, you know, you don't have the skill set to beat John Bones Jones Mayweather. You're a great boxer, but you are of one discipline. All that guy got to do is rush you and take you down, and it's over with for you. You going Betty bye. And to me, that's kind of what we're dealing with the Tickers. The Tickers, they got one gun, and they don't want us to use all of our guns. They want us to don't do a show, don't get on the stage, but get in a circle. Now, you have a problem. So let me make sure I understand this. I don't want to be dancing behind a whole bunch of niggas. I want to dance in front of them in a circle. What's the difference?
What's the difference?
What's the difference in that?
Difference.
Because last time I checked, Yeekers was dancing for girls. Man, if you go back and look at our whole history, man, 70% of that was for the ladies. Now, when I look at ATL Tickers, I just see a lot of hot dogs in a pack. I don't see no buns nowhere around.
And it's like we said, man, you know, if you talk about a true circle, if you want to use the term circle, you know, you go to the Silver Fox and perform. You know when we talking about that, King?
Yeah.
Picture, you go to the Silver Fox and get out there and perform. They're going to let you know whether or not you're getting off. And guess what? The guys ain't got to say nothing. The women out there going to let you know if you're getting off or not.
You know what they used to say in the 90s? In the 90s, you start dancing, here they go, there it is, there it is, there it is, there. Even to the point, like, when we were at the Magnolia Lounge, I'm just going to say this generation of dancers to be, I don't want to put too much steam on this situation, but this generation of dancers are very comfortable just dancing all night long in the club. You know, we couldn't do that. You know, we had a code. We got a code. You know, I'll tell you like Christopher Chapman would say, out here dancing all night, burning up like a broke stove. So we had a law, you know. Dudes didn't just come in. If you came in the club and you the first person on the dance floor, we already know you don't know nothing. You don't know the game, cause there's some killers. There's some killers all around that floor. I have to use 911 as an example. 911 thought they were just gonna come up and share a showcase and do them little routines they were doing in the back of Washington High. We just want to dance. It's kumbaya. Can we just have, man? Let me tell you. Imagine somebody landing in front of you. Like you doing a routine and some nigga come out the air. He'll walk over to you. You know, this nigga landed in front of us. Shan from Too Crucial, boy. Let me tell you something. Too Crucial made 911. They whipped us until we got it right. And part of that was them throwing Shan across the dance floor where nobody could see, and this nigga land and bouncing in front of us and just started going off. We like, wow.
Yeah.
But that was back in that day. That's when things was, I mean, you just couldn't walk on the floor like that. I'm sorry, you're going to pay the toll first. Now, these guys get in these circles and they give each other self-esteem. Even when it don't look like nothing. Yeah, that was fire, shawty. Yeah, everybody get their time. That was fire, shawty. Yeah, that was fire. Just line, a line circle. Nigga, just line. That was fire. My turn. Did you like what I did? Did you like what I did? Was that fire? Really?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Nonetheless, man, we have the ATL Tickers. That's one thing. Let's talk about the ATL Yeek Show. The ATL Yeek Show is not a battle. It is a 6-month training situation. 6-month training situation where we all get together and we get in shape.
Hold on, man.
We put on the show.
Look what the cat doing again.
Mr. Quincy Holmes. What's up, man? You muted. You muted, Q.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Quincy.
Take the mute off, Quincy.
You still muted, bro.
Hit that microphone with a cross through it.
There you go.
What's up, y'all? What's happening?
Welcome, Moses. How you doing, man? Where the children of Israel at, man?
Now, I'm growing everything out. Trying to help me to promote this beer. I'm gonna get fresh tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Look before and after.
Yeah, we was wondering where you were, man. I said, we know Quincy from the country, man. They don't have internet out there.
What's up with it?
Hey, check this out. Check this out, Quincy. So we've been waiting on someone to come through and educate us on the ATL ticking style. Like, how did it start? How did it start? And that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me say thank y'all for having me.
That's what's up.
Second of all, though I saw some of the first incarnations of it, I think a better person who would be more qualified than me to talk about it would be Starsky Thompson. But what I would do, I would still share my experiences, like the origins that I know and that I saw personally.
That's what's up.
Okay, like I'm about to be 33 years old. So the first time I went to Screaming Wheels, as I've always told you this, thing was in 1989, like October. It was like a week or two before my birthday. I was about to turn 11. And I saw dudes, of course, geeking. But I saw a couple of dudes look like they were actually popping. And I was like, okay, it looked like the same stuff we saw on Breaking, but it kind of had a little bounce to it. I was like, okay, that's what's up. And as the years actually went on, I would say about like 91, 92, this is when I actually started seeing more dudes do it. And they were doing it when they were doing dances like the Get Out. Cats were bringing out like battle moves and stuff. And then, cats would, tick and pop just a little bit. But I would say by 93, it was full swing. And basically, it was a little different from the traditional popping that they did on the West and the East Coast, because of course the BPM of the music was different, you know, much faster. And with us doing dances like the get out, the first get out when you go back and move your shoulders, and the second get out when you kicking your legs out, and with the rag top and stuff like that, our style had, of course, more bounce to it. And the other thing that set it apart was basically like we turned into characters and we did like battle moves. So where like the crowd would call out like a Street Fighter character and you would turn into that character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you took a little bit, turn into that character, and blue, and you would emulate that character. That pretty much sums it up. But you know, it of course it has its origins in the original popping style. But as I say, the music is faster. We got a little bit. We just got more bounce to it.
I can do
and it was made evident. I always go back to Mike Watson because they used to have an event at the atrium called Break Atlanta, where basically this was before the internet explosion, before social media was just what it was. It started out like I think the first one was in 2001, and these were poppers from all over the United States. And when they came and they saw how we ticked, they pretty much were like, okay, this is different, but you know, it's nice. And you know, that is basically, you know, where it kind of came from and how it kind of just evolved.
Okay, that's what's
That's
up, man.
like the origins that I know. But there were other parts like, you know, people putting in work, man. Cass was battling now on the skating rink, that little clubs around the city. Cass was battling like at 5 Point. Anywhere you want to battle, it was a battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's ATL style. But look here, who you got on this battle, man? What you think about this situation? How it's gonna pan out, man? Who's winning this thing?
Well, to be honest with you, two different dance styles. There are a lot of us that are versed in both styles, and also with the difference in dance styles, there were also different types of battles within both. If they're making sense.
Different types of battles.
A lot of the Yeeking battles that I saw, they were more of shows, talent shows or shows. People actually had a tailored outfit. They put time into putting together a whole presentation. You know, everybody was fresh, everybody was fly, everybody was like on one accord with the dancing and with the dressing.
So you never saw Yeekers in the club, in the circle.
I did, and that's what I was about to get to. Now I'm just talking about like in order. I did. I actually saw when Yeekers were battling the Tickers, and I saw the transition. Now, but the thing about Tickers basically, you know, we were individuals. And then out of those individuals, you know, you get a lot of 5 individuals that will get together, and that's where your groups came from, like P-Funk, Untouchables, 5 or 7s, TKO, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I saw Yeekers and Tickers battle. I saw Yeekers battling each other in the circles.
What Yeek crew did you see battling Tickers? What crew was that?
Now see, this is the thing. See, I'm a little younger than y'all. I just recently found out that there were actually generations of Yeekers. Now, remember, Kane, from the time that I've known you, I always used to tell you, look, when I went to Screaming Wheels, I used to see 911. I'm thinking that I'm seeing you all, but in actuality, I was seeing either the second or the third generation of 911.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I can dig it.
I saw Yeekers battle. I saw Yeekers, and like I say, they heavily influenced what all of us, everybody, pretty much most Tickers that are like in their 40s to like their late 30s, they grew up seeing Heat. Because our cousins and uncles and big brothers, and you know, this is what we saw growing up. But like the young ones, they don't really know anything about it, but us, we do.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened in Columbus when we got into the big thing with Columbus, and these guys were getting on our page saying that they started Yeek. They were some younger cats, and their OGs had to come in.
Exactly.
You know, big up to Ronald Nelson, them Columbus, them C-Town guys. You know, he laid it down. He put it straight on the radio show. They weren't playing. They care about the truth. So he let the young cats know, hey man, we got that stuff from Atlanta. And so y'all out here don't even know your history, and you starting stuff with people you don't know. And honestly, I see a little bit of that with the Tickers and the Yeekers. Is we are generations removed, you know. So the thing that I saw wasn't what the next guy saw, and so on. But I guess this battle is going to happen, and regardless of the makeup of the Yeekers and the makeup of the Tickers, something's going to be judged. Something's going to win. I wish I knew how it's going to go. I don't even know the Yeekers that are participating outside of the ones in the four call-out battles. I expect there to be a show before that happens. There has to be something going on before that happens for all the other people in the culture to get down to. Now, I don't know what that is and how that's going to go, but that's going to be the interesting piece, in my opinion.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you good.
But as far as the Yeekin battle, the Yeekin versus Chicken battle, that's going to be going on April 17th. It's a bit of a toss-up, and I say that because Yeekers have one style of battling, Tickers have another style of battling, and we're actually trying to, right now on our end, we're trying to make it to where everybody can be in the middle. We want everybody to be involved, you know, that used to be involved. The main thing is to push the culture and to present it to a whole other generation that may not have ever heard of it or ever seen.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the main thing. Now, when you brought up Columbus, I'm going to tell you something. I love y'all, man. I got love for everybody. But I'm going to be honest with you. With the current state of Yeek, how everybody is divided, and this is not me talking as a Ticker. This is now me talking as just an ATL dance enthusiast, if that's what you want to say. The difference between, now, besides the obvious difference in style, because they call it four-stepping right now, it's the attitude that Columbus had that actually right now makes them stronger. And the reason I say that is because them dudes are more together down there. Not only that, they taught it to a few generations after them that know how to do this step, and it's popular with them. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Nate Dodson did the same thing up here,
but not to the level of which they did it. And see, when I was going to like these college, when I was counting them cats, they were just, it's okay. It's like this. You have Yeekers that are teaching the style to younger people here in Atlanta. But a lot of times what I see is the people that they're teaching it to, it looks choreographed. It don't have the whereas these dudes, you got a whole city where the younger generations bought in. And they got that flow, man.
Well, they definitely they have a different culture in Columbus, Georgia. Anytime you're dealing with the city, and then you go to the country, just my opinion, people in the country are, what's the word I'm looking for? Their morality is on something stronger than what we are in the city. See, in the city, we're exposed to a whole bunch of stuff that they're not exposed to. So if I ever want to go and feel at home and feel, you know, see what a gentleman is and see what a lady is, I would go to the country because they still hold on to things that mean something to people in general to humanity, their pedigree of person is different. Now, when we talk about division, I got to share some about division. There is not a time in history where there wasn't division. You had Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know, you had even biblically, you had disciples going this way and disciples going that way, and you got Church's Chicken, you got Popeyes. Only in Atlanta dancing do we expect something different than what we've never seen. This stuff, if all you gotta do is show me one time in history when everybody was on the same page, when there wasn't Republican. What was it? We wasn't on the same page. Bill Campbell wasn't with no Freaknik.
Freaknik 94.
That's cheating. That's cheating, Quincy. You cheated there. That's not fair.
Everybody on the same page.
But I do feel what you're saying. When you get so many groups and so many people, like back then, we weren't connected on the internet. So if you can imagine, if you got all these different sides of Atlanta, if you go to the east side, that whole community believes Obsession is the best. If you go to the south side, that whole community believes 14K is the best. And you could go all around Atlanta, the Dream Team in East Point, 911 in the Bluff. You could go all around the city and find a place where, because we're closed off from one another, people think they the best. Let me tell you what's different about us, or what's interesting about the Yeek culture, is that we never knew this was going to last. This was born when hip-hop was born. When hip-hop was brought to Atlanta, Yeek is born. So we're in a situation, when we started to work on these documentaries, man, truth be told, we didn't even call what we were doing Yeek. We just started calling what we were doing Yeek. This stuff was so organic. And we went to the Apollo and they asked us, it's like, so what kind of dancing you guys gonna do? ATL style. ATL style. That's all. We never even thought about what we was doing. So when you get people who've been separated by the lack of technology comes in and puts you face to face with people who were legend to you, or people who you used to beef with, and you got all of this testosterone. It is no amazing feat that we see what we have seen. That we see people who thought people perceived them as this, but people perceive them as that. We thought this guy was the best, but look at this dude right here. So there's been a lot of humble pie on the menu. And we don't all like sweets. Some of us diabetical. We can't deal with that humble pie. That's right. So, how many times is a person in a situation where they were a part of something that was created organically? And we don't know who put a culture together before. You go show me the dude who put cultures together for a living. Nobody does that. We had the burden of putting ourselves together. That's right. Still got the burden of putting ourselves together, and that has not been easy because everybody don't want the truth. Everybody don't want order. Everybody don't want law. Some people just want a free flow and do whatever they want to do. Well, that creates chaos. So we've had to deal with our share of trying to put a culture back together. And that is, anybody who takes on that, I can tell them right now, because I've been boots on the ground for about 10 years doing this, it is hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Real quick, too, Kevin, before we go on. I know ADogg, you on here, right, man?
He's muted.
He was just talking. Dang. Because I want to see if you could actually speak to the rules. Was curious about the rules of the battle coming up.
Okay.
I want to try to catch him before he got out of here.
Yeah, he's muted, so I don't know.
Okay.
But it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see how these guys prepare. Everybody, stay tuned for the ATL Yeek Show Practices start on Sunday at Eric's Fit Lab on La Vista Road. For some people, that is too far. For the people that find it too far, if you have any suggestions of another practice location, then we want to do whatever it takes to get everybody trained. We're taking 6 months. This 6 months, let me talk about these 6 months and what it does would have done for the battle. See, I wanted to do the ATL show first, and let me tell you why. If you got background, somebody making pie, got cheering, okay. So, so the OGs, the last remaining 5 that's in the Yeek culture, these guys haven't been dancing. Our best chance at dancing, at winning the battle, is really in the OGs who ain't been on the floor. And them same OGs on fire if they get in the lab. But since so they're not gonna come out for a battle first and they ain't done nothing else. And they're not gonna come out in a month. We're old enough and smart enough to know that we need time to get in shape. So this 6 months is for OGs to come out and start getting themselves together. So for when the next nigga come out his mouth, now just playing, the next situation that that goes down, we got some people trained, we got some people who've been in shape or who are in shape, and we got some people to help teach these kids, because that is the big deal on the Yeeking side. I'm disappointed in a lot of guys I've talked to who don't have even the desire to pass it down. It's very, very disappointing. The Yeek culture.
But Shane, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I've been saying this since y'all had the very first meeting that I went to at Chit Chat. When you're trying to get together something and you find a resistance within your own community, you just move forward with it and just make it happen. Now, the objective, I think, speaking with a lot of the tickers, and I know my objective, is okay, if y'all want to do this, it is what it is, but it's really kind of pointless. To me, it's more fun than anything, because Yeeking history is cemented in stone. Mm-hmm. There's a monument for Yeeking. Atlanta ticking history is set in stone. There's a monument for it. All the principal players that did both styles, they're cemented legends. If anything, right now, what we should be doing is working on pushing the culture as a whole, and not only presenting it to the younger generation, but presenting it to the world. Now, what I would like to do is, because I would love to study on some of y'all, even in my 40s, because I still have an affinity and love for dancing. Mm-hmm. And if I can teach some youngins, I want to be able to teach them right. Now, the Yeeking that I do know comes from just what I saw. I've never gotten in the lab with just Yeekers because I came up in a kicking era. Mm-hmm. You understand? All the Yeekers get over. And that is my plan when all this is over. Is okay, we got all the egos and stuff out of the way. Y'all show us this for real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of us are fine. Y'all picked it up and are good. But if we really just got in the lab with y'all, and y'all imparted like some more on us, that'll just make us that more depth.
Well, the lab opened up Sunday. So anybody who feels like there hadn't been an opportunity to learn Yeek, I know for a fact, Mel them been teaching forever and a day for the past 8 to 10 years over there. We've been teaching, and people don't come. I mean, I'm just gonna keep that 100. So when I hear somebody talk about a lack of opportunity, I'm like, it's been this way. The reality is, if you're looking for egos to go away, you can find something else to do. This is art. This is dance. Niggas gonna have egos. The question is how you respond to people's egos. None of that stuff is ever gonna stop. We've asked too much of the Yeek culture. We've asked the Yeek culture to not be human. Basically, go ahead, ADogg.
I'll just wait till you're done. I'll just let you go after you.
Go ahead.
I'll let you get your point out. I came back in. Look, as far Me and Kelvin kind of went back and forth about what music would go first, the show or the battle. And me and him wanted to have a conversation on it. I said the battle because we need to get some stuff, we need to get some stuff, off our chest and get some stuff that, taken care of first before we can work together. And also with this battle, that'll let you know who you can work with. Or some people you just can't work with, and we'll find that out, what I'm saying, through this stuff. If we can't do this together, then we definitely can't do it on ATL show, which is way more intense, takes way more camaraderie, way more togetherness than anything in a battle. We can't do a battle, which is really simple, we definitely can't do a show together. So that was if they wanted to do the battle first, because I just felt like the battle will take care of a lot of stuff, and it'll show you a lot of stuff, which is what I'm learning. Like, some of these people, like yourself, my guy, I really didn't know you until all of this took place. And now that I'm getting to know you, you're well-spoken, you haven't been disrespectful. Now, I will say you wrong in a lot of the stuff you don't see. You're dead wrong, but, I can respect that, because you don't come at nobody sideways, and I can respect that. So I would have no problem working with you, because I see your temperament. I see where you are. You're passionate. You're definitely passionate about what you say and do. But I can't say that for everybody. Everybody, certain people, I just, they can be the 5 dance in the world, but guess what? That's all right, bro. You good. You go ahead and do your own thing.
Yeah, Quincy got a good heart.
The wrong energy to what we got going on. At the end of the day, this battle is just a battle. It's to get some rocks off. It's to keep the excitement going. But really, it's a glorified audition in my eyes. I'm just letting you know what it is.
It's a glorified what?
It's a glorified what, ADogg?
Audition for me to see who I can work with, basically. That's what it is for me. Bro, I wouldn't even be battling if dude would say, bro, I want you. Like, I really not at the battle. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing for me, honestly. But a little piece of money, But really, for the reason people battle, it ain't in me for that, because I don't have no ill heart. I don't have a reason to really battle dude, other than he want to battle me. So,
he wants some and he got to get some.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah. I got a quick question. Get some. He asked for it, so that's why I'm doing it. But other than that, it's a glorified, audition for me to figure out who from the other side of the nation that I can get to come to our side, and let's put on this show for the world.
That's what's up.
That's it.
ADogg, Larry Blue got a question for you.
Hey, ADogg, real quick, what are the rules of this battle that's coming up? What's the rules of it?
Okay, the one-on-one, it's 2 parts of this, and that's the reason we had the meeting, because we wanted to know what the tickers what were they expecting and what did they want. So the people that came, we came up with this. They wanted, like, side note, for some reason, they don't think Yeeking, or some of them, I ain't gonna say everybody, they don't think Yeeking was street like them. They don't think we met up on the street and find niggas. For some reason, they don't feel that. They don't feel that. A lot of them think that. Like, a lot of them think we only dance in the talent show. That's what they think. But okay, cool. So they wanted the street side of it. They wanted the street side. They wanted, because they used to wherever they go down there, wherever nigga meet up, you get in a circle, and I'm gonna give you what I got, nigga. You gonna give me what I got, and we gonna go to this to somebody tap out. That's kind of what they wanted to do. Now, I'm with that, but I had to let them know, look, we probably got a 3-hour window, so we got to cram a whole production, because even though it's a battle, it's still a production for the people that's coming to see it. So we had to make it fair and make it adjustable and make it right for everybody to see. So this is what we came up with. Like, I'm just throwing names out, like Larry Blue. If you was battling me, everybody in that building don't know Larry Blue. So look, you got up to 3 minutes to get people to know who you are. However you want to do that. That by dance. That's your introduction. So you're going to introduce yourself. I'm going to introduce myself. Up to 3 minutes. And then we got a 4-minute face-off. That for anybody that knows anything about dancing, a minute is a long time.
That's a long time.
If you know anything about dancing. That's well more than enough time
for you to get in a nigga ass.
Boy,
now, if for some reason the crowd don't know, if they still don't know, or judge how we doing it, if they still tossed up, then we'll do sudden death. That's one more round. That's it. This shit is 7 to 8 minutes long, top per battle. 5 battles, that's 40 minutes. That's an hour with the commentary. Then the jam session was gonna be more geared streetwise. Basically, niggas can show up on site. Like, we gonna do a cutoff, cause what happens all the time, that's the reason why I'm in the battle now. I told a nigga, look, the cutoff is over with. Once I cut it off, it's over with. He still wanted to dance. I said something about it. He got in his feelings. Now I'm disrespecting him. That's what happened with that. So when we cut stuff off, we're gonna have a cutoff time. Sign up if you want to. Tickers on one side. I got you. Give me 1 second. Tickers on one side. Yeekers on the other. And then we gonna drop some music, and then we just go free fall, nigga. You go, I go, you go, I go, you go, I go. That's what the jam session is, and that's gonna give them that organic tickers, what they used to, because they say we ain't used to it, but whatever. What they used to, we gonna give it to. We're gonna MBK this shit. We're gonna MBK it. That's what we're gonna do.
But see, ADogg, that's what's going on. That's the disconnect in the ticking community, because those of us in the first generation of tickers, we know what y'all come from. Nigga, you ain't dancing at Charles Disco and you ain't from the street. You ain't dancing at the Silver Bar and you ain't from the street. You ain't dancing at Screaming Wheel. I know that. See, what you have is a lot of young cats who are second and third generation on both sides, geeking and ticking, that are actually trying to tell the story. So they're not getting the dirt, they're not getting it down to the nitty-gritty dirt flow. But I understand that. I would never say that, because I actually saw this stuff. Now, I wasn't in Charles Disco, I wasn't in the Silver Box, all that stuff. Now, I did see Screaming Wheels. This is why I identify and say that I'm a ticker that can yeek, because I was not in those places when y'all was putting in work. But based on what I saw y'all do, and just going off of how I saw the city reacting to what y'all did, and based off of the people that I know that did the stuff with y'all, okay, this was some real shit. You know, the street didn't start with us. The street didn't, you feel me? I definitely.
Yeah, but you know this is what bro. They saying it.
I be one of the ones that tell them, nah, y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
One of y'all OGs is saying that, which is Reed Richards. You know, he was like, hey man, we ain't on the streets. That's y'all OG.
But the thing is, like, you know, Reed, I can't speak for him. I have heard him say that. And Reed was around a lot of tickers, a lot of yeekers, but I think he was more focused on ticking. But all I can go by is what I saw. It was you know,
I wanted to have a conversation with Reed. I never got nobody could put me in front of him, because I want to know what yeekers. I want to know what yeekers he knew, cause bro, I've been dancing since '84.
And you know,
I'm first generation, and he say he don't know me. He say he don't know me. You never heard of him.
Told me that. I know Tadpole. I know
exactly.
Tadpole.
You look just like him. You look just like him.
That's why they like Tadpole.
But, hey, so I talked to Tadpole, and he pretty much gave me the history of TCP, because the TCP I know was the incarnation with you, Duvall, Hollywood, Point. Right.
Yeah. We before that.
No, man, he was like, that's second or third.
Second generation. Yeah, it wasn't 2 generations of us.
Okay,
yeah.
So, you know, my thing is, oh man, ain't nothing but respect. I'm not trying to see, it's the cats. I think it's the younger cats, and I don't want, see, this is Atlanta dance culture.
Amen. Say that.
Both. And you have to understand, I left the city in '95 because I got kicked out of school. That's when I moved to Macon. When I moved to Macon was on fire with the Yeekville. Everything that did in the 80s, Macon was doing it then with the talent shows.
And now, they still doing it.
So listen, when I moved to Macon, I went down there with felines and Reeboks and shit on, ticking. Them niggas were like, what the hell? So I was having to battle Yeekers Yeeking and ticking, and them niggas were like, holy shit. Next thing you know, the ticking caught on. Then I would go to the other towns like Albany, Fort Valley, Columbus, because I used to just hit the college camp. We just hit the road. And a lot of the people would be from Atlanta doing the same thing I'm doing. We would go against the locals that live in the city. You feel what I'm saying? Man, look, y'all know the impact that Yeeking and Ticking Atlanta style had on the state, man. It was insane.
Yeah. And I think well, I know for me, man, I think one of the things is that when you start to hear some of the tickers start to discount what Yeeking has done. And you know, I'm like, hold on a second, man. Yeeking was here first. We was actually doing this. Yeeking is Atlanta.
It is.
Period. And when you say that, it didn't come off of any other brand of style of dance, but it was straight out of Atlanta.
It's disrespectful to the city.
Type of style. Now, hey, can I did Quincy a favor, man? Hey, can you play one of those 5 Silver Fox shows? So Quincy never seen what like the Silver Fox before.
Oh, well, let me find something. Y'all go ahead and keep it going.
Kane got it. He got a library over there.
I wish I could have been.
Oh no, he know. You about to see it. He got it.
Hey, dog. And for real, I hate to say it, but we looked at a couple of tapes, and at the first crank off. And the crank off just happened, and I forgot the other show. Every time Tim started dancing, y'all cut the music off.
And he think it was about him. But with Tim, this is what Tim do. And this is the problem. Let me explain to you what the man do. We don't have a contest, bro. We don't have a contest. And he got every opportunity to sign up. He don't sign up. He don't get in. He waits till after I get the rules, ain't nobody getting in. Then he want to dance. And then when I cut him off and say something on the mic, which is my job,
that's right.
He think I'm coming at him, but I'm not, bro. I'm doing my job. I'm a comedian host. That's what I do. I talk about people. I said, but this is what I told him because we talked today. I said, bro, if you give me no material, I have nothing to say. I can't say about nothing. I report what I see. So if you're doing something that's crazy, and I say something about it, or you're doing something wrong, and I say something about it, you don't fault me for doing my job. Don't nobody else get mad at me. Or if they do get mad, they don't say nothing to me. But I told him, I said, I have no problem with it, bro, because you want to battle, you say you just want some respect on your name, you feel like I disrespect you.
Some respect on it.
But you didn't come at me sideways, you just want to battle. So I'm going to give you this word. I promise you. I'm going to make you famous, nigga. Can I be famous. I promise you that on everything I love, dog.
Can I say something?
I'm going to make you famous, no problem. And then we can move on. We cool. After that. So that's what it is. Like, but we ain't got no malice like a lot of this other stuff going on. Like we ain't doing it back and forth. And I respect Home for that. Cause he ain't doing all that. He ain't going back and forth with me. He's saying what he's saying. And cause we both grown and I'm 52. I really don't have no business dancing. Honestly. But I nigga ass up on site, no problem. We didn't have to go to the goddamn Bella. I'll meet him tonight, right now. I'm that nigga. Cause that's what I came from. I had one of the most epic battles ever. That's why I be laughing. I had an hour and a long half battle with 3 niggas, me by myself, at Hightower bus station, waiting on the goddamn bus to go to goddamn Six Flags. We missed about 8 buses. That's waiting on it.
That's serious.
So this is what I know, bro.
Well, what about what about that Chinese dude from Sandy Spring that say geek the shit out of you and you wrong?
Me?
I'll just fucking.
Check this out. Here's
I'm Ken Robinson, nigga. I'm 57-0. I ain't never lost.
Here's an elephant. Here's an elephant in the room, and this is really for the Yeek culture. When you are on the floor, from the time you get to a spot to the time that you get ready to go, people don't take you serious. I think one of the things that Tim goes through is that he don't ever stop dancing. He don't ever stop dancing. He's gonna dance the whole night through. So when you do something like that, people don't take you serious. And I think people stop taking him serious because He dancing all night long. Mr. Lightfoot, good evening. Welcome.
There he is.
Hey, you muted, dog. You muted. Get on in here, man.
Come on, Michael Jackson.
Here we go. Here come the bullshit. Here we go. Don't start that shit, bro. Don't start.
Everybody on here ugly. As fuck.
How we ugly? Your head look like a big toe.
Nigga, you built like a Febreze.
Why did you do that? Don't do it, Quincy. Yeah, Mr. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we got Mr. Lightfoot, Mr. Stanford Lightfoot, arguably one of the most successful guys from our culture. This guy is, if anything come through this city, nigga, it's coming in his hand. I don't care. You know how you feel about it. I don't know how you feel about it, but the reality is, if anybody wanna talk about the authenticity and the pedigree of Yeek, we have a couple of people that we look to who have done great things. Gentlemen, if you're not talking, mute your phone so we can keep a clean recording. But Lightfoot has been out all over the world. All over the world. The Yeek culture can brag on Lightfoot because he's part of us and he's part of what we come to do after we've been in this culture. So when you look at Lightfoot, when you look at Divine Stevens, when you look at the Bomb Squad or anybody else who goes out here doing things nationally, especially TCP, all over Outkast, these guys put the quality into the culture. They are the proof that whatever we was doing, it was good enough for people to go national. And that's for all of those who felt like, well, Yeeking ain't done nothing. Man, Michael Jackson was Yeeking. Man, we could go down a list of situations where all these guys are Yeeking. But that's enough for me. Lightfoot, tell us about this ATL Tickers deal that's going on against the Yeekers. We know you trying to be objective and you ain't going to choose no sides this evening. But who you got, man? Where your money at? I need to know.
Man, hold on. Oh, okay. I lost y'all for a minute. I should have operated from my PC, but I'm on my phone. So, man, to be honest, what I have on here? Yeekers and Tickers?
Yeah, we got one representative from the Tick Nation, Quincy.
Quincy, I saw Quincy.
He's the peacemaker. This Martin Luther King and dance right here. The Bible and some patent leather.
Oh, man. Man, you know what? To be honest, I like both sides, and yeah, I do favor Yeeking because it's Atlanta culture, and that's all Atlanta.
Look at Quincy face.
But the thing about it is, I want to see everybody because I like the ticking too. I like all of it, so I'm straight down the middle with it. But I always lean towards the Yeeking side because that is us. Be honest with you, the Tickers are Yeekers. They just choose to tick now. They just choose to tick now. Y'all been Yeeking all y'all life. Y'all been firing up folks all y'all life. And Quincy, you know it. But you choose to do tick as an alternative style of dancing. That is something else you do. What's your first nature? Everybody Yeeking.
I do both. I do both.
Equally. I know you do. And you know what? Everybody else do both. Alonzo do both. Shout do both. Right. It's just another style of dancing.
Like I told them, the only reason for the sake of the event that I'm going with the Tickers, because I was not at, like I told them earlier, I wasn't at Charles Disco, I wasn't at these places. I wasn't at Ground Zero when cats was battling in Yeek. I am a ticker that can Yeek. You understand what I'm saying? But for the
Can I show you something real quick? Have you noticed? Have you noticed all the? Go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
I was gonna say, have you noticed most of the tickers are younger?
But see, that's why
most of the tickers are younger.
This is the reason that I wanted to do what we gonna do in 2 days, is because some of the people that were there at the first meeting, though they are great dancers, they are from different generations, with the exception of Bounce Master J. He's a first generation ticker. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody else was second generation and back. And my thing is, I got love for y'all. I got love for the culture. I want to see this succeed. So I think it would be an injustice not to actually include the people who were there from the foundations of the style. You understand what I'm saying? To actually have
what style? Or what style of the ticking style?
Of the ticking. It's like, put it like this: you can't start Michael Jackson's legacy at bad. You understand what I'm saying?
They gotta want to be there though, Quincy. They gotta want to be there. I say they gotta want to be there too. Now.
But see, this is the thing. Like, I didn't come to the meeting because I didn't find out until like 2 days before. I'm a barber. I know I look like shit.
Oh, we talked to you. We talked to you though. You already had told us that. Right.
Right. So this is, so this is why I got everybody together. I called out of respect to let y'all know, look, y'all tag me in it. I want it to be a success. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I was asking, was y'all gonna were y'all gonna stream it or something? Because I really want to be there. But this is for everybody to, I call it so everybody can have their say and have their piece, because their main idea is that, see how Lightfoot, you say you lean toward Yeek. That's cool. But we want to make sure that it's a neutral environment that tickers are walking into, and not just a Yeek show. We be the butt end of the joke to push Yeek. That's everybody's on our end concern.
I'm just saying that. I'm in the middle of both of it. We wanted to be fair to me. We wanted to be fair for everybody. So, just like all those guys I love all of them. Or most of them. I don't know half of them. Especially a lot of new guys. But some of the old tickers, I'm loving that. Be honest with you, I started out as a ticker. Ticker, pop, lock, and all of that. So that's how I started before Yeek came on.
Yep.
So now the Yeek is here, it's just like the shit Chris Brown and them doing is old, and then we got some new shit now. So, respectfully saying, it's really young guys against old guys. That's what it really looks like to me.
That's so true. But not really.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes, it is.
It's somewhat, because like some of the
ain't nobody old over there but Boundmaster J.
No, Starsky like 45.
Starsky 55. What'd you say?
Starsky like 45. I'm about to be 43. We y'all younger brothers. We a generation after y'all.
Some of y'all brothers need y'all ass whooped.
But
what about the guys younger than you? What about the guys younger than you?
Yeah, some of them way younger than you.
Ain't no young Yeekers over here.
No, not one.
Young Yeekers over here.
Yeah.
Ain't no young Yeekers over here.
Yeah. Everybody 40 plus.
Nigga over here close to 50.
Yeah.
Right, everybody close to 50 over here.
Unless Nate pull out some of his youngins to sick him on the other side. That's what
he gonna do.
Yeah, y'all need to watch out for that, boy.
Listen,
that ain't gonna be pretty.
See, that's what I told them. See, I'm trying to get folks mentally prepared, because a lot of the cats that's younger than us, they, like I said, they didn't see the street part of it. So I said, just because these dudes, that other nigga got big belly and all that, you got to have respect for your opponent, because these niggas will fire your ass up if you ain't ready. I told them that.
See, one thing about Yeeking, Yeeking ain't got no sides. It ain't no sides. It ain't got shit to do with it. People don't understand that. That's the greatness of Yeek.
Now into candid liquor.
None of that. None of that.
No. You see that aggressive side of Yeek.
Hey, bro, ain't no size in Yeeking. But you know what? You look fine as hell being a fat ticket motherfucker too.
It's all good.
One thing about Yeeking, ain't no size in Yeeking.
But I'm gonna lose about 30 pounds for this shit. I'm gonna come in there like ginger.
You don't have to, but if you fight, you fight. That's what I'm saying, Quincy. Like, oh boy, like, niggas, they say they in the gym and they conditioning, and I get that part of it, but the battle's 7-8 minutes long. If you can't dance for 7-8 minutes, not even consecutively, but consistently, if you can't laugh for 7-8 minutes, then you don't need to be battling.
You want me to be honest?
Right. Hey, to be honest with you, Rerun wasn't no in shape motherfucker. Rerun wasn't no in shape motherfucker.
But you know what?
Hey, bro, I can take you back further than that. There's a lot of fat motherfuckers over there.
Me, I was 280, man, when I was in my prime. 280.
Who was
wide open.
Oh yeah, ADogg. That's true. That's true.
But no. My thing is, I'm not really doing this for the battle. I'm doing this for it's gonna be more fun and for the culture for me.
Absolutely.
That is what we're saying. That is what we're saying, Quincy. That is what we're saying. That's why we in it. That's what we're doing it for.
I told y'all after this.
That is what drew me out. That what drew me out.
I love it. I've been doing tracks. I've been doing all kind of stuff, man. I just love it. That's a part of who I am. It's a part of who y'all are.
But can I tell you this?
And then I want to say something second.
You better do a whole lot of Pilates because you can that ass up.
Okay, but guess what? We'll be ready.
But here's another thing.
Hand up on your hip.
Here's another thing.
You want to come back up with some ice cream.
Here's another thing, Quincy. The Yeekers, you know who the audience is for the Yeekers? The audience for the Yeekers are the women of Atlanta. That's the audience. The audience for the Tickers is niggas and other Tickers. Y'all on some dance stuff. And I do believe y'all got 5 or 10 that come around every so often, but when I look at the footage,
see, that's not true. Because see, you gotta understand, a lot of the dudes that were the best Tickers, you were either a street nigga, a fresh ass street nigga that could dance, or either you were just like a fresh nigga, like I guess you say
Use a prep. Use a prep.
Oh, okay.
The niggas in my group sold dope. So they were street niggas.
Yeah,
but they was grounded street niggas because they had me with them.
But my thing is, what do women follow? Nice looking men and money. It was the same.
I'm just going by the footage and my time at these events.
It depends on. Go ahead.
Man, I'm
good.
Because like I say, man, that's how I incorporate it all. Like I'm geeking, I'm taking. Yo, what's up?
What kind of women follow them niggas, man? What kind of women are these?
No, women were there. They used to love it. I'm saying the same time.
They used to love it. Ain't no women follow them niggas.
You don't get it.
Spots, nigga.
No, I'm telling you. Chicks
I never seen it.
Now chicks love that shit. See, that's
what at the end of the day.
We are y'all. We were y'all younger brothers.
That's what we want. We
got it from y'all. We got the shit from y'all. We from Atlanta.
Quincy, you saying that, Quincy, but you can't get 9 more niggas with you to say that. You know that, right? They will never admit it. They will never admit that.
This going back to something you said earlier.
ADogg is telling all facts.
Listen, this is something you said earlier, ADogg, and I'm going to be honest. Whereas a couple of Yeekers would mess with Tickers, it was a lot of Yeekers that did not like Tickers at all.
How you got proof of that? Y'all say that a lot. Where's your proof of that? That's speculation to me.
I got it better. I got it better, Quincy. A lot of this shit didn't start until y'all got that page up. A lot of shit didn't start until y'all got that page up. When Meech them put that page up, man, all the Tickers was at every Yeek set.
Yep. Sure was.
Every Yeek set. Hey man, let me get in. They were hugged up. That's why the Tad Up Squad is the way they are.
The page was created.
They tell me Polo Black that was just ticking. Them niggas geeking all day.
No. Everybody. The only pure ticker in Tad Up Squad was Starsky and Meechin, maybe. Him and Meechin. They were the only pure tickers. Everybody else did both.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Matter of fact, most of us can do both.
Play the tape, this man. Let him see the silver fox.
It ain't gonna change. It's hard.
Let me
and I said this earlier. all of this perspective is based on what we've experienced. Now, none of the tickers, y'all don't know nothing about what was before you. You wasn't there. You can't know. You can't know. But y'all been building a perspective off of the absence of very, very valuable information. So while we on the phone talking about, let me finish. While we are talking about the engagement of women with this situation, I can show you a situation right now that the tickers ain't never seen.
Shit.
Okay.
I see.
You don't even know what it is. That's what I'm talking about right now. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is.
Okay, hold on. Hey,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Quincy, this is what I want you to do for me. Quincy, this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to show me a video. Come up with one at a ticket set with a whole bunch of women in it. I'm talking about like the shit that
damn it. Fall by Chris.
You want to know why?
Find me some clips. Because you know what? Y'all was in that circle. Y'all in that circle. And you don't see nothing but niggas.
Nothing but hot dogs.
You don't see nothing but niggas. How the hell they gonna see it?
The ballpark circle. That's the ballpark circle.
I remember
see it. All y'all niggas in the Oklahoma grill. All y'all niggas in the Oklahoma grill.
Nah, bro. It was niggas and girls, like straight up.
Really?
We couldn't see them.
Shit, me.
We couldn't see them.
Hey man, just get the video, Quincy. Shut us up with the video. Get the video and shut us down.
The video. That's all
I don't have any.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Quincy,
all jokes can show you talent show where women going bananas over you.
I believe. Cause y'all
Quincy, I know, we kicking it and playing with you, but at the end of the day, I know niggas dance for women. I know that. So I know y'all got some women around, but what the point they making is, when y'all battle, it's really y'all in y'all own world. Y'all don't give a damn who watching. It's just y'all and whatever other dancers are there.
It's like a support. It's like a support group. It's a support group.
I was different because I was locked in on a nigga, but a lot of the spots I went to were dangerous ass spots. So I'm trying to make the nigga that bust out shoot. And then on top of
you know what? The bottom line is, we're dancing for everybody.
I was aware of all exits as soon as I went into a spot. I swear.
I understand that. I understand that, but you ain't got to tell me.
So I make sure, nigga, and then I would use the women that was standing there. I would use them as props sometimes. I might go up and nick a titty, stand up, and then Yeekers.
Nick a titty?
It's
a titty already out.
I get you.
Who does this?
Battle shit. That's battle shit. I respect that. I respect that.
Hell yeah. So my thing is, please don't think that it's all tickers. Everybody got their own perspective. You know what I'm saying? As it comes to how bad, but you know, you have some dudes that were just locked in and like, man, it's ticking or nothing. And there are, you gotta admit, there are some Yeekers that are like, it's Yeek or nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
But you know why they like that, Quincy? They like that because it's a matter of fact. It's like niggas, like naturally, it ain't yeeking against it ain't yeeking against Atlanta for us. It yeeking against the world. We like that about niggas outside of Atlanta. But Atlanta ticket, we look at that as like family. Like we don't have no hard feeling. It just came that way lately because niggas coming at us.
But I look at it like it's the same. Me, because I come from that. I was
right.
I lived across the street from Lewis, man. 14K. Right. My mama with the candy lady. I used to see them. I was a little bitty boy, man.
Hey man, I'm from the South, but pork chops and chicken ain't the same. Fried chicken and fried pork chops is different. I'm from the South, so I don't know. I don't see how they are exactly the same. We can't say they're the same
because the generation after y'all came, which is us, we did both. And
horrible. So Kane. They came after we did. Of course, y'all had already been doing y'all thing.
Yeah.
They came after us. Now I know Mike Watson, right? Mike Watson back then was when I first seen him do his thing. I like that nigga right there is fire. You know what I'm saying? I see him doing his thing or whatever. Now, honestly,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
He younger than. Okay, this is the thing about Mike Watson. This is where he's different. Hold on.
Right.
Mike is like 39, about to be 40.
Right.
But Mike did not come on the dance scene until 2000.
Right, I seen him.
I remember
when
when he came on the dance scene.
That's
I remember
when
when he came on the dance scene.
All of the new dudes, all of the younger generation, the non-stop pops and Dragon House, they came up under him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to be in his videos, hyping him up.
Somebody Yogi and all that.
Tricks and shit.
No. They was all out there with Pop Master. What's his name? Who was actually a male review dancer.
No, but you talking about Master Pop. But Mike Watson was with Master Pop at one point. Him and Mickey Mouse.
Rest in peace, Mickey Mouse. What I'm trying to tell you is, they was around me doing that shit because Pop Master used to be a stripper.
He told me that. He from New Orleans.
Yeah, he used to work for me. He used to work for me.
Hey, so gentlemen, look, we've run out of time. If I could get your last comments, we coming back next Friday, cause I'm gonna post this. And people gonna feel how they feel. They gonna want to respond to this information.
We definitely need to big this up, cause this is good.
Yeah,
this is gonna help situation.
Yeah, man, this is great communication.
People on the line like Quincy with an open mind, we can get some shit.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Come on, man.
So we're gonna give the rest of the ticking community, and the yeeking community, cause even though you got 1, 2, 3, 4 yeekers on here, we don't have a monopoly on how everybody feels. Hell, even all 4 of us feel a little different about A, B, C, or D. So we're going to keep the forum open so we can keep the information coming so that we can still have this information for a great production for everything that needs to go. So everybody can put it all out. We got it on tape. And it's all gravy. So thank you guys for coming. Larry, what's your closing thoughts?
You can go win. Shit. You can go win. Hell, matter of fact, hey man, no, I'm trying to battle Quincy. Come on out there, Quincy.
Oh my goodness! Did this just happen live? Lightfoot? Lightfoot, you seen this?
Hey! I'm not saying because I want everybody to be on the same accord. So I'm gonna say this: I'm showing love for the Tickers. I'm showing love for the Yeekers. I just want a great show from everybody, and I'm in it for the culture. I'm not in it just for Yeekers. I'm not in it just for Tickers. I'm in it for everybody that's representing this ATL Georgia thing.
That's a real yeek right there. Well, what's up, Quincy?
What I got to say is, I got love for Tickers, and I love Yeek, but I'm gonna make Tim McGregor or McGruder or McDuffie, whatever the nigga land.
McGee.
I'm gonna make him famous.
He's my friend, ADogg. He's my friend.
After this shit, I promise you that.
Shit.
Hey man,
as the young people say, on my mama, on God in them.
Quincy, what you got? What you got, Quincy?
Hey, my last words is y'all know I got nothing but love and respect for y'all as #1 men and as ATL pioneers and dancers. I appreciate y'all actually putting y'all resources together to actually put on an event like this. It should be fun, but we coming, boy. I'm talking about you might see some amazing shit. Hey, I'm serious. Nigga might walk up the wall, through the roof.
Oh my goodness!
Off the roof, walk back in.
Man,
hey,
they
don't need to. They don't need
to. Hey, just because you look like James Harden don't mean shit, dog. Just because you look like James Harden, nigga, don't mean that.
You look like Dame Dash Daddy. What is your name?
Oh my goodness! All right, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. My last words. I'm like Lightfoot. Anything that goes on these pages, anything that comes up in this community, I'm gonna do my best to convert it into something for the community. So we need to give this to the kids. What I will implore all of us to consider is that you're not gonna get rid of egos. You're not gonna get rid of division. So you need to learn how to deal with it. Get some tough skin, learn how to work through these things. There's no other situation in life where you don't deal with this stuff. So we got to stop expecting some supernatural phenomenon for Atlanta dance culture. Well, they don't get along. Nigga, ain't nothing new about that. Oh, this nigga got an ego. Nigga, where you been? Everybody got everything you're talking about. It's all about how we respond. And with that, thank you for tuning in. DJ Lightfoot, look, MC Lightfoot, Stephen Lightfoot, ADogg, Larry Blue, Quincy, man, thank y'all for coming out. We'll be back next Friday at 7 o'clock because I'm sure somebody got something to say. Y'all be blessed.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.